Marysville School District has about 5,200 students enrolled. We have 5 elementaries, which is K through 4. We have 1 intermediate, which is a 5-6 building. We have 1 middle school, which is a 7-8 building, and we have 2 high schools. 1 which is more of a comprehensive high school, 9-12, and 1 which is our early college STEM high school, which is a 9 through 12. We also have a preschool that we work in a community collaboration with that feeds into our building as well.
My role in Marysville has been to be the lead technical assistance coach. I have a team of coaches that provide technical assistance across the 9 sites in Marysville as we really are looking this year to roll out personalized learning K-12. We began with 2 pilot schools, Early College High School and also Naven Elementary School. And because interest and enthusiasm was so high and the superintendent had a vision, we now have gone to all 9 schools.
So personalized learning was the next step in our journey. And really the next step for us has been this year is really looking at every student. We can make the claim by our school report card that in general subgroups of students do well, or we say all students do well, but when we really drill down and talk about every student performing at high levels, we were not making the mark. So that really became the impetus for change and looking at personalized learning and how you meet the needs of every kid that comes through your door. Because really at the end of the day, every student deserves a sense of hope, a sense of belonging, a sense of high academic achievement, and when we're not meeting that mark, we're not getting the job done.
Personalized learning is where students are drivers in the driver's seat. And what happens with the system is that teachers build out student agency so that kids become expert learners and help the teacher co-construct experiences where they can demonstrate mastery or competency of their standards on the learning continuum or on progressions of learning.
Before Robin coming and KnowledgeWorks influence, I really had no idea what personalized learning looks like and what competency-based education was. So at the beginning of the year, she introduced us to it, challenged us to just try a few things in the very beginning. And as we tried those, we really started to feel empowered that they worked, and we wanted to learn more.
The collaborative space is very different here than it is at a typical high school. And the conversations are actually more often grade level. So you're talking about kids and how they learn rather than what the content is that they learn.
It's really unique compared to normal high schools, obviously with the learning style and all the different pathways that you get. We get that unique opportunity and to expand our growth into pathway before we go off to college and into the work field eventually.
So our teachers here at the STEM school really help us and motivate us to do whatever we want to do, and you can be whoever you want to be, and that I think is something that sets us apart.
Before this school, it was really just read this chapter, write this thing, and if you didn't really get it, the teacher just almost handed you the answer. This has really taught me and prepared me to find out my own answers and fix my own problems.
Neuroscience has shown that you can grow your brain, you can try and fail and try again, and when you fail, your brain lights up. When you're successful, not as much. So the growth comes in the productive struggle. And I think our teachers need to know, and our staff and our parents, that this really truly is based in science now.
So our approach to early college really came about because of a grant that the state of Ohio was offering for a straight A grant. The building that you're in today was actually a vacant building and kind of a sore point with our community that the building had been emptied, and the idea was always to fill it back up. So we applied for a grant, which was a $12.4 million ask, which we received, and really started our work with KnowledgeWorks, Columbus State Community College, to rethink and redesign high school life.
Prior to opening the building, when I thought about community partnerships, it was sort of like if the local lumber yard could build me a picnic table. I thought that was a partnership. And what I have learned and what I truly believe is that the partnerships have to be beneficial for the school and the partner. And from the very inception of the building, we sat down with our community partners and planned curriculum. We talked about the kind of equipment we would need to train students on.
KnowledgeWorks, for me, I like to refer them as our thought partners. They ignite passions with teachers. They ignite thoughts with principals. I don't know that sometimes they're coming in and saying, hey, this is the way to do it. They're coming in and giving us kind of those thought-provoking moments that really put our brains on fire here in Marysville.
When learning communities engage with KnowledgeWorks, I think what the real power there is that KnowledgeWorks brings a whole systemic approach to personalized learning. We have a communications team, a KnowledgeWorks in Schools team, we have strategic foresight, we have policy, and we really are able to look systemically at what it takes for learning communities to be at the top of their game with personalized learning. It's all about the kids, and what are those mechanisms, processes, and protocols that we can bring to the table as an authentic partner in the work to really deliver on that promise.